Hey guys, Marshmallow Chop here, back with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Now today, hopefully it's working, I can show you guys 3 replays of me with my brand new deck. Now this first one was a very early development version. Wait, what? Hold up. I think it's broken. Ah, it is. It's showing the wrong replay. Hold on then. Let me try another one then. Come on. Okay. Bear with me, guys, okay? This is quite new. I've not had this phone long. Hopefully this one works. If not, I do have one guaranteed working replay, and then I may just end up doing gameplay. But basically, this is an anti-meta deck that I've been using in Platinum. As you can see, Platinum right here. It's really fun. Hey, this one seems to be working. Okay. So hopefully, well, since the first one was early development and you can't see that one, you do only get to see my final build. Now the early developed one didn't have much luck. It only won a couple matches here and there against things like Blackluster Soldier and Shiranui. But it's ojamas and roids, and I'll show you the deck list and go through it at the end. But basically, it counters so many meta situations that you will come across pretty much all the time. So here we go. I'm going to speed it up. So, Ojama Blue in attack mode, and I've got my Draining Shield. Now, that puts his Luster Dragon at 1600 and his Thingy at 18. I don't mind taking the damage. I bring Ojama Yellow and Black to the hand. Now, I'm running 2 copies of Black, so I use Country to swap Black, put that into the grave, special summon Ojama Blue, so I can normal summon Truck-roid at 2000 attack. And because Truck-roid has 2000 attack instead of his defense, that means he's able to beat over most level 4 upwards monsters. His effect is when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to a grave. Equip the destroyed monster to his card gains attack equal to the combined attack of the monsters equipped to it by this effect. So basically, it got a 1500 attack boost right there. So now Truck-roid's already menacing. If he manages to stop my Ojama Country even, he's still going to have 2500. I know he's Blue Eyes, so the only boss monster or strong monster that's going to be equal to his Dragon Spirit of White and a couple of the Synchros, but things like his Luster Dragon and his Lancer Dragon his Lancer, they're not going to stand a chance. Here we have Submarine-roid on the left that just did a direct attack. Because of the attack and defense swap, he's got 1800 attack. And that's direct with no life point cost. Now, I know you can use the Gear Moving Fortress. However, that does cost 800 life points per attack, but it is 400 extra. But I prefer Submarine-roid because, one, there's the Roid synergy for certain fusions that I'm also running. But on top of that, he can turn into defense, so if you lose your Ojama thing, you can still use him as a solid 800 direct, and then change him into 1800 defense. Or if things are looking nasty, you can pull off one last direct attack before putting him into defense with 800, and just use him as a straight up block. So here we go, I'm just clearing the way with Truck-roid. Obviously, Ojama Blue's not really doing anything, apart from activating Ojama Country and swapping over the stats. So that's the only reason that he's there. Now, one mistake I did make was equipping, because you can't not equip. So basically, I've filled up all my spells and traps. He goes for the Luster Dragon kill, but I've still got the Draining Shield from turn 1. Block the attack, and he surrenders. but I can tell you exactly what I was going to do. Now that I've freed up the spell zone, I was going to use Polymerization and the Ojama Yellow that you can see at the bottom, bring out Ojama Knight, get a very strong Ojama, so that's still using the effect, and block off a zone. Attack his Luster Dragon with Truck-roid, that would have taken him out. Or I could have gone with Submarine-roid and then just clear out his monsters and finish him off with Submarine-roid again next turn. But obviously, I had many methods of winning in that situation and you just couldn't get a way out of that. So, I can just go straight into the next one, because the next one's saved in-game. So, let's go into the PvP arena. I won't go in detail as much, I'll just let you watch what's going on. There'll probably be the deck list, the deck list just like chilling up in the side or somewhere. You'd probably... Wait, hold up. Nah, this has got it all wrong and twisted. This is the one we've just watched. They've put it in a terrible, terrible order. Right, so if I get that, copy that, go onto the browser, and then boom. Reloads the game. Hopefully it's not just a random hero thrashing, because I do love heroes. I am going to do a deck list video on my new heroes. They've been winning, I think it's roughly 86% of their matches in ranked, which is pretty impressive in Platinum, I must say. But this ojama-roid one, since the finalizations and the final editions, it has won 4 matches and not got a loss yet. So obviously that's only 4 matches done, but that is technically still a 100% win rate so far. Now I have gone against 3 Dark Magicians. Yeah, this is just the same one. So I can basically summarise what happened in one of the others. I was going against Dark Magicians. They brought out Magician's Rod. It had 100 attack, because my Ojama Blue was already on the field. He used Axe of Despair to equip it, and I just straight up I let the attack go through. So he attacked, did 100 damage, then I searched for 2 Ojamas. I chose green and yellow. No, green and black, that doesn't matter, they're all the same. And then I swapped out a black for a blue with the field spell, because I'm running 2 blacks and only one of the other 2. It doesn't matter, you can run 2 of any of them. I am running, I think it's 2 or 3 Ojama Blues. But because of that, then I could let him attack again. I got the next 2 Ojamas into my hand, so I can do all the swapping I want. That gave me such free reign, but I didn't need it because I drew Polymerization. Because for some reason, he just set Magician Navigation, but I wasn't activating it or attacking on purpose. So I drew into Polymerization, activated it, brought out a German Knight, blocked 2 of his monster zones, and that stopped him from using Magician Navigation because there weren't enough zones for the Dark Magicians to be summoned into. So then, there's 2,500 attack on the Ojama Knight. I also normal summoned a Truck-roid, meaning I had 4,500 attack points on my side. He had 1,100 and couldn't use any of his face downs. So, he did have enemy controller, but I'd won at that point pretty much. So, let's get into the deck. Obviously I've gone through it quite a lot, so this is just going to be a quick run through. The skill I am using is Land of the Ojamas. It just means that you start off with an Ojama country. It means that you don't have to put another Ojama country in your deck. I do run one other in case it gets destroyed, because you do kind of get into a rough spot, but you can still prevail quite easily because it is a solid deck without the field spell. But I wouldn't recommend running it without the field spell at all. But you can survive without. But Land of the Ojamas is a great one. I've seen some people using Draw Sense, Spell, and Trap with Ojama decks recently, because I've seen a couple actually, which is kind of surprising. But I was already making this before I'd even come across those. But yeah, they've been running generic spells and traps like Floodgate, and just using Draw Sense, Spell, Trap to just ruin their monsters practically. So, first up we've got 2 copies of Submarine-roid. This is if it's kind of a tight block situation, you're both kind of trapped. Submarine-roid can just thrash the enemy side. Or if they've not got any back row but 3 defense monsters and you've just got 1 Ojama, this is your way to deal direct damage or just finish someone off in a more guaranteed way. So basically, because of the swap, he will have 1800 attack if there's an Ojama on the field, and he can go direct and obviously change to defense at the end if you want. I wouldn't recommend doing it as much if he has got swapped stats, but if there's no Ojama on the field and you've got 800, then at the end of the turn swap him into defense with 1800. You can still use him if you've not got any Ojamas in your hand for some reason. So if that is the case, he is still kind of solid. I run 2 copies, feel free to run 3, it's just that I want to keep the deck size at 20, so I run 2 Submarine-roids. Next up I've got 3 copies of Ojama Blue. Ojama Blue is basically the best card in this deck, in the main deck, because, well, not for damage, but for all of your plays and your combos, and he's a great extender as well. So basically Ojama Blue, when destroyed by battle and sent to the grave, you can add 2 Ojama cards from your deck to your hand. Now he's quite a high value target for your opponents, so if they destroy it and there's no other Ojamas, that reverts the Ojama Country effect and makes it so they get their full attack stat back. So you will often find people trying to get rid of this as soon as possible. Now you can use this aspect and easily bait them with something like Wall of Disruption, but I usually let it happen because of the search 2 Ojamas. If you want, you can search another Ojama Blue, but what I tend to go for is my Ojama Green and my 1 Ojama Yellow. So on the off chance I draw one of the 2 Ojama Blacks, which I've got a higher chance of drawing than one of the other 2, I can go into Ojama King. Currently I've not actually gone into Ojama King yet with this deck, but he has 3000 attack with the Ojama Country in effect and can block 3 monster zones if they've not got any monsters on the field. So that's the reason I go for that. It doesn't really matter. Also with Ojama Country, once per turn, you can discard 1 from your hand and special summon 1 from the grave. So you can just bring Ojama Blue out again, get him killed again if you want, and get another 2 to your hand. Also, the reason Ojama Country's effect is really good is because of it being you can send 1 Ojama from your hand to special summon 1 from your grave. The reason that is so good is because that's a special summon. So say you've just got your Ojama Blue taken down, you've got 2 Ojamas in your hand ready for a fusion, but you want to run Truckroid this turn, you know? So you can remove 1 from your hand to special summon Ojama Blue, so if that dies you get to draw 2 and you can still go into your fusion, but also you can normal summon Truckroid and have him at 2000 attack. Now next monster is obviously Truckroid. So the reason you'll run Truckroid, he is your main monster defeating monster. He's the one that you want to be taking their monsters down with. 2000 attack if Ojama Country's in effect, and he gets to equip their monster and gain all of its attack. The reason Truckroid is so good is because if Ojama Country gets taken out, if you manage to take out 2 or 3 decent stat monsters, say 1600 attack, whilst Ojama Country was in effect and they've only taken out your Ojama Country, Truckroid is still going to be way too formidable for them to deal with easily with pure attack power. So that's either going to have to force them to use a trap as well, meaning that they're going to be dry of resources, or they're just going to be trapped with a big beast just looming over their entire field. So he is, like I said, the one that you want to be destroying the monsters with, and he's really easy to get if you're struggling getting these cards, although a lot of them are really easy to get cards. Next up I run 2 Ojama Black. 1 ojama green, and 1 ojama yellow. Now, I would recommend running 2 of at least one of the normal monster ojamas. You can run 2 green, 1 black and 1 yellow, or 2 yellow, 1 black and 1 green. Just, it doesn't matter as long as you have, I'd say 3, maybe pushing it a bit low. I'd say 4 is where it's probably the most comfortable for this deck. Because obviously, with 7 ojamas and 3 of them being able to search, that means that you're always having a great supply of ojamas just flooding everywhere and ruining stats constantly. Next up, I run 3 copies of Polymerization. Because of the fact it's so easy to get 2 ojamas in your hand at any one time, or on the field thanks to Ojama Country, that means Ojama Knight is a very common occurrence. With 2500 attack, with Ojama Countries in effect, and blocking up to 2 monster zones, it's just such a great monster to bring out that you're going to be wanting to bring it out as much as possible. You could run 2 copies of Polymerization and, I don't know, maybe run 3 ojama-roid or something, but in my build I've gone for 3 Polymerization and I recommend you do the same. Land of the Ojamas, it's your main card for success. I just run a second one in case the one from my skill is destroyed. Drowning Mirror Force, Draining Shield, and Wall of Disruption. They're just generic traps. You can use any generic traps like Ballista Squad, or you could use some spells like Cosmic Cyclone if you wish. I'd recommend if you're going to use any of these that I'm using, that you do use Wall of Disruption. Because obviously they want to be destroying your cards as quick as possible. You can bait them into it with a Wall of Disruption. Or if they go to attack a Truckroid with a really strong monster, you weaken their monster, then Truckroid kills them, and then equips them, and gets the full power. So, that's probably the best trap to be using, but I only have 1 copy. Now for my extra deck, I have a full 6. You can let go of 1 copy of Parasite-roid for saying just if you only have 5 slots. So Ojama King, you need Ojama Green, Yellow, Black. That's why I would recommend not just going like 3 black and 1 yellow, because then you don't have any chance of bringing out Ojama King. He's kind of rare, like I said. He's only a thing that you might be able to pull out every now and then, but you don't need him, so that doesn't matter. But the fact that you can bring him out is useful, so that's why I say use at least 1 copy of every Ojama and at least 1 extra copy of any of them. Pair Psychroid, 2 machine types with the same name. This card can attack directly. So basically, if you've got just a ton of roids in your hand, or say you've got a submarine roid that's been hit by Fiendish Chain and he's being useless at the moment, you can free him, bring in another submarine roid, fuse them together, and then he's not as strong because he's only 1600, whereas submarine roid 1800, but it does mean that he can still attack directly. Also, if the Ojama Country is destroyed, actually it's 1200 if Ojama Country is in effect. But if Ojama Country is destroyed, he's still doing 1600 direct, which is a ton of damage if it adds up fast. I've already gone over Ojama Knight basically. You'll be getting him a lot, you want to get him a lot. It only takes 2 of any Ojama, so that can be blue, black, yellow or green. They're the only ones in the game. Or king actually, you can use a king or a knight. I don't know why you would, but you can. And yeah, he can block up to 2 monster zones on your opponent's field if they don't have monsters in them, so that can stop things like Magician Navigation. And then my final monster, which I've not come into yet, is Barbaroid, the Ultimate Battle Machine. Now I run only 5 roid monsters, so it's highly unlikely that I'll get it, but it's just kind of a option that's there if I may need it at some point. Like I said, I'll probably never need it, never get into it, and if I do need it, I've probably lost anyway. But it's just an option. 5 roid monsters can make a second attack during each battle phase, cannot attack your opponent directly. If this card attacked an opposed monster, negate the effects of that monster, including in the graveyard, which is very useful if they're running something like a Grave Squirmer or a Whitestone of Legend. You can stop them effects from being a nasty search or destroy of a back row or something. You can stop them, and also it does 1000 damage for each monster destroyed. So it's 2000 up to 2000 damage a turn from that thing, which is alright, but it's mainly just so it's a big fortress side of 4000. Other changes that I could suggest for you guys is instead of a polymerization, you could run 2, or you could run 3, and a Viacroid Connection Zone, which is a Viacroid only fusion spell, which means that the fusion result can't be destroyed by card effect, I believe. So, and it's another easy card to get. So yeah, it's really easy. Well, it's obvious why you'd want that. It could protect your Barbaroid from just being decimated by like a floodgate instantly. So, you know, or a Parasite Roid getting extra protection than the Submarine Roid for just the clarity of it being safe. But I don't run Viacroid connections. You guys can. This deck is a very free-to-play friendly deck. Like I said, you don't even need these traps. You can use Rainbow Life, which is an easy card to get compared to Drain Shield if you want. You don't need Drowning Mirror Force. Hell, if you're really wanting this deck, you can even run a trap card as bad as Enchanted Javelin instead, just to negate an attack pretty much. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, all of these matches were done in Platinum, so, and in the past I have been in Legend, so I do know what I'm on about. I hope you enjoyed. This is a very good anti-meta deck. I recommend you guys check it out. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Stay tuned for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, COD Mobile, all sorts of other stuff. Stay tuned for a hero deck profile. This is my probably best hero deck profile ever. I've not done any profiles, but it's the best deck ever that I've done. So, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.